So The Room has been acclaimed as the worst film ever made. How do you feel about this?
I feel like it is the worst film ever made, but at the same time, it's also the best film ever made. It's it's very memorable, very quotable, and you can just tell it's filled with passion. And any good film that's created with passion will also mean a great film.
Are you surprised that the budget of 8 million is on a film that bad?
8 million budget. I don't believe it justifies the film. The film does not look like it's an $8 billion budget. It looks like it's a $8,000 budget, but that's the money side of things is Tommy Wiseau all around. He filmed it. Filmed The Room on film and on digital at the same time simultaneously, which is very costly. Buying the cameras, building the sets. It's very ridiculous how much money he spent on it, and the fact is no one knows where that money came from. It just feeds to the legend of what the film is.
His performance as well, it's odd, it's comical, it's disturbing. What would you say to sum up his performance, from scenes where he's laughing at girls being put in the hospital?
His film is comical, it is disturbing, it is bizarre. I completely agree. I think the best way to describe his performance is a spectacular disaster. He is trying his best at his own work. He's what he perceives to be talented and what he puts great effort into obviously doesn't come off to the rest of the audience, but to him it's his best performance he's ever done on camera.
The most iconic line is probably, "I did not hit her, I did not. Oh, hi Mark," and he throws the ball. What's your impressions on that as a setup into the scene?
When I saw the scene, it's I laughed. I loved it. It's memorable. It's brilliant. He comes in. He says, "I did not hit her. It's bullshit." Throws the ball. "I did not." Oh, hi Mark. It makes no sense. But in his eyes, it does make sense. It's poorly acted. It's a rubbish scene. It's written terribly, but it's charming. It's Tommy Wiseau. It's the most iconic scene in the film possibly. And if to make an iconic film, some filmmakers go 30, 40 years without making an iconic film that's known around the world. Tommy has. He's successful by doing it.
And the dubbing, the whole film, his lines had to be dubbed as a result of him not actually being understood. Do you think that's done effectively? Can you tell it's dubbed?
Oh, absolutely. The fact that Tommy has dubbed it himself with him, it just adds to the charm. It's so poorly done. You can definitely tell, it doesn't sync up. Some of the stuff he says doesn't match what he said on set, but it just adds to the charm. It just adds that, he's like a kid making his first film, doesn't know what he's doing, but he's got so much passion, so much joy out of it, and it just adds to the fact that it is the most successful film, but also the most worst film ever made, if you know what I mean. It is the best bad film I've ever seen.
Thank you.